Your mother.
Have you seen our history of everything?
There'll be disasters happening. Sea levels rising. I'm front and centre. Shot. No beef. Imagine this was videoing and I'm just. Is it?
Yeah. She literally said your hair looked like Jojo Siwa.
Yeah.
Right, Jess went.
You were slagging her for getting 2 sausage rolls the other day. That. And it wasn't even for me, it was for Nell. Me and Nell.
My fiesta, you want in it? You want in my fiesta. That's very true.
I gotta see Jess.
Come on.
Out of a club. Ready?
Yes. Left over right.
I'll get the boys together.
Then I'll start tearing up.
No, show you the turtleneck.
Are you recording? Climb on the floor. Is it going?
Oh, it's going? Right. Who's peaked in high school?
I disagree. I don't have another answer to this. So.
Like, who's at the top?
I haven't picked yet, so it's not.
Megan, just because she's hockey captain and like head girl.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you've got
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what it was peak, isn't it?
But Anna peaked in Dubai like 10 years ago. Who's the funniest?
No.
None of us.
No.
I think that's mine.
No. Everyone except Alan. Yeah. Definitely Alan.
Most likely to get back together with their ex.
Yeah. Kitty. Carrie.
I mean, it has to be me.
Oh, that's a good one. Let me think. Sally. Oh, Sally.
Biggest alco.
Alicia.
Yeah.
I disagree, Judy.
I don't drink.
I say Ariana actually.
I actually say Ariana.
Jessica's the worst. Biggest alcoholic.
Jess.
Who is the biggest lightweight?
Jessica. Jess. Oh, Jess. Caitlin or
Two
Jess.
Rachel.
Who'll have to go to rehab?
I'll be after her 18th birthday.
Okay, who's the most emotional?
Katie. The most what?
Emotional.
Oh.
Cries the most.
Yeah, I'd say Rachel, yeah.
And then who's the most unemotional?
Lil Bex. Maybe Carrie. Maybe Lily.
Maybe Carrie. Carrie. Past you, the rest of us aren't that emotional. That's really just...
Is most unemotional?
Tilly.
Tilly's cry count was 0. Hannah, I've never seen Hannah smile once. I'm sorry, Hannah. Just a nut. Who's the most annoying?
Thomas.
Nah, Caitlin.
Laura.
No, depends on their mood.
Yeah.
What kind of annoying? Just
Whatever you want.
Person that really gets to their nerves is Laura.
Varying circumstances. Oh, come on. I'm sorry, Jake.
I told the fights.
Shadows.
Ratchet.
Oh, no, Jimmy Holly.
Who's the most embarrassing?
Dargan.
I would say Maya.
Who's most likely to break the bro code? Most likely to break the girl code. Most likely to snake a member of the group. Who's the biggest flirt?
Yeah.
Anna with Mr. Young.
She's got a big fat crush on Mr. Young.
I said he was a good chemistry teacher.
Biggest teacher crush as a collective?
Mr. Waring.
Biggest pick me.
Shannon. I'd say Holly, but she's not here. Holly's in our friend group.
Biggest homie hopper? Can we clarify what homie hopper means? So basically, she's been between a lot of guys in the same group.
It's not my fault. And I'm so
It's their fault, they're betraying each other.
Who's most likely to come out at uni?
Okay, biggest slag. Or is it just...
Jamie.
Who's most likely to go out with their friend's sister? Hey, most likely to get married first.
Sophie.
Yeah.
The only one of the possibility that's got a boyfriend.
Oh, I'm gonna.
gain.
Yeah, probably. I'll marry financial gain.
Who's most likely to wear a suit to their own wedding? Amy Blackthorne.
Who's most likely to be a MILF?
Lara. Like soon
Lara.
or?
Who's most likely to join a cult?
I think either of us two could conceivably. I could start a cult, or I could join a cult. I think we
That's-
can that. Once more for the money. Cult leaders.
Who's likely to get someone pregnant at uni? Most likely to get pregnant in uni?
Aaron.
Who do people like the most?
Harry or Jamie, yeah.
And who do people like the least?
Probably Kylan.
Oh, straight from the horror alley.
Who is most likely to end up in jail?
I know I'm going. Oh, Jeep or Sam. But I'm sorry. Equally likely.
Who is most likely to become homeless?
Maddie's the communist, but I'm gonna guess Zara. Sorry, Zara. Yeah.
Who's the biggest sweat?
Anna.
Well, Louise isn't here. Louise. We're gonna say Louise.
What's your funniest moment as a group?
Existing in school? Not a chance. Hard to say. By the crowd. Not whatever's happening over there.
Mine would be when Kyle got added to the group.
Lydia falling down my stairs. Stop. Lydia fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
Parkour, that was.
Probably getting kept in isolation on Friday.
Yeah.
Hannah, 5 out of 9 of the group cried.
I did. Put your hand up.
What? I didn't cry.
One more, biggest.
Bauer. That's. Why are you showing me for all the bad ones? I'd go Jess. Actually.
Any last words?
I'm not with Pooh Gabe, like I said.
Justice for Team 10.
Love you all.
Oh, I thought we were saying love you to each other.
Don't zoom in on it, please. I see you.
Our question one. We'll basically just ask you a question and you have to answer it as fast as you can.
Okay. Do I have to answer all questions?
Is that dog game? Where's the chickens? They're in the bag. They're the bags. Look at them. They're taking the piss. They've got chickens in the bag. Is that goon?
No, they're my old ties.
Oh no. Are they in the bag?
Yeah.
Inside your first 5 years of school, up until 5th year, just have fun. It's not that deep.
It's favourite teacher.
Gotta be Mr. Warren.
Dr. Conway.
So Mace.
So,
Favourite teacher.
Oh, Mr. Knott's really nice. Mr. Young's really nice.
I'm gonna say Mrs. Kent.
Alright, Mr. Nelson.
Least favourite teacher.
Miss Gillespie.
Favourite teacher.
Mr. Nelson.
Okay, favourite teacher.
Miss
Rapid.
Murray, I'd have to say.
Okay, least favourite teacher.
Miss Scott.
I don't have a least favorite teacher.
Okay, okay, fine, that's fine.
My head, Miss Abbott.
That I have.
No,
Ellie, Mr. Farquhar. Just because, the whole lunchtime things.
yeah,
He's
fair.
funny, but he just...
Miss Scott.
Least favourite teacher.
Can I say this?
Yes.
Are they gonna see it?
Probably not.
Nah, Farquhar's understood, I think. Misunderstood.
Yeah.
Gotta go. Yeah, we're gonna go Miss Hill.
Biggest teacher, MILF.
Miss Kent or Miss Carlisle.
Miss Kent.
No.
Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson.
Miss Oliver's so hot. Is Daisy gonna see this?
Do you want to give you Miss?
Oh, Miss Johnson.
MILF. It has to be Miss Cry or even Miss McElroy. But she's not mum, but
The biggest teacher MILF.
Miss Conrad.
Biggest teacher DILF.
Sprott.
Mr. Shaw.
And then
Mrs. Carlisle.
okay.
Mr. Butler.
oh, you know what, I have to say Mr. Butler.
No, they're not Mr. Shaw anymore, Alistair.
What about
Mr. Sprott?
or
Mr. Shaw.
favorite thing Joanna makes?
Everything you want to mix. I'm gonna go with a wee chicken, bacon, cheese, and mayo.
Cheese and chicken and rocket wrap. Or the Malteser run. I'm
Does she
I'm
make
up getting one of
wraps?
those. Oh no, not wraps.
Baguette
or-
things.
Baguette? A baguette?
Baguette, yeah. A baguette.
Favourite bring-in meal gotta be chicken, light cheese, wrap with my own wee mayo paprika mix. It's actually goated. Or you can go to Barry. Barry puts creatine in every single one of his meals, so.
Totally is one.
Weeping Willow.
Favorite tree?
Tree. Probably that one. Why?
Which one is over?
Sick. You know, boy's gonna get tied down to it one day, but until then, prepared for peace, ready for Eno boy. You know.
Oak.
Oak. Just keep it simple.
Keep it.
Blossom tree.
Tree. Why is that blossom? Why is that blossom tree?
Because it's pink.
Pink.
Yeah, and it's actually quite nice compared to other trees.
Spruce. Tree. Do you know what ones are really cool? Do you know the ones that have like the cherry blossom?
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
so cool. Oh, no, a palm tree.
We're looking at.
Me.
Okay, and then you can say whoever is. No.
Wait, how do I
Give me 2 seconds. Who's prettier?
Prettier me.
Me.
It's me.
Who's smarter?
Me.
Who do people like more?
No.
Who's smarter?
Me.
No.
You.
Me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, me.
Who's better dressed?
Me.
You. I dress like a Christian youth leader. You.
Yeah, Zelda buys all your clothes.
Yeah.
Who do people like more?
Me.
Yeah, Zachary.
Who controls the relationship?
Me.
No, me.
Who said I love you first?
Me.
Zachary.
She went sweet bro.
Anniversary day on 3. 1, 2, 3.
26th of April.
April. Yeah.
Thank you.
Anniversary day on 3. 1, 2, 3.
October.
Oh, I didn't hear the question.
You definitely didn't know what it was.
too.
Who's faster at running? Me. Who's better at hockey?
No, we don't go back. Her.
Who's better at hockey?
Megan. Well, if you take round, I'll take hockey. And we'll call that even. Yeah, sure.
Who starts the fights?
Me.
Who apologises first?
Izzy.
Best memory together.
Sometimes she leaves for like 2 weeks over the summer and goes on holiday, and that's nice. It's actually quite nice. It's quite nice.
What was the biggest fight you guys have had? And what was it
When
over?
I dumped Megan to go to Barcelona when she went.
I remember that.
That was a bit of a saga.
That was.
Mr. Wilson knows.
Spread out for a while.
Anyway, what is it? What is it you want to...
I was going to call it
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place.
It's currently
How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the
friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling stronger. What's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
let the light guide.
We pulled through, we used it, we pure pace and we'll have to work real. Great.
Every road you take.
Intervene.
Oh, 100 photos.
How do you feel, man? Word of mouth.
Oh, fuck. Came into the underdogs, just showing off this.
You don't want chins. You don't want chins. No, that's true. Okay, so do you want to tell us just sort of what you're known as to year 14 first of all?
I have to thank Callum Lockhart in particular. Callum, thank you. He refers to me as Mrs. Mo, and a lot more besides, depending on his mood. But probably Mo, Mrs. Mo, Val. I don't really mind as long as it's polite.
Okay, so what would be your best memory with the year 14s?
Oh, I've loads and loads of really good and happy memories. But probably one of the best was walking into your formal and seeing you all. It was just like, wow, look at this gorgeous bunch of kids, young adults. You know, it was like the whole array of seeing you coming through and changing and being in your fancy clothes, hairs, makeup, and it was just like, this is unbelievable.
Best memory was getting to do colour run with you all and getting bogging and just being really with you all. It was great fun, really good fun, and I suppose then with my form class really enjoyed similar sort of activity out on the playground or the grassy pitches where we went out for our activity day, and everybody sort of seemed to feel they had the need to tie their shirts and all sorts of things.
First of all I want to say how much, I mean, you would expect me to say this, wouldn't you, but it's absolutely true how much I've really enjoyed working with all of you in some form or another over the last 7 years. It's been absolutely wonderful, and getting to know you, getting to understand all your quirks and all the types of things that are important to you has been just a delight. And I've had that opportunity both in the classroom and in the sports field, and I suppose memory-wise, there are all sorts of things. There's trying to manage the madness of lockdown and frantically trying to make videos and sending them off to my English literature class to make sure they were on top of their work, and then suddenly realising I was making the grades up anyway. And on the sports field, I think things like certainly this year's Upper Sixth Cup run was just astonishingly good, and particularly poignant memories. Just the determination of a Gareth Purdy, having got his jaw broken in 2 places, to come back and try and play rugby again within about 3 or 4 weeks. One member of Upper Sixth, who'll remain unnamed at this stage, came up to me on Easter Monday, and it was lovely to see him with someone else from Upper Sixth, because we were there watching Ballyclare playing the final of the Towns Cup. And he said, Mr. Lennon, it's great to see you, Do you want a pint? And I'm not sure that was entirely, but the offer was lovely.
Okay, so what is your best memory of year 14?
The absolutely fantastic music that you guys have played all year and kept me entertained with. In fact, I've sort of missed it recently, it's gone a bit quiet.
The best memory was probably the formal. I think just seeing everyone all dolled up, and after COVID everyone just getting out and being together and being able to enjoy myself.
And what would you say is your like funniest memory of year 14?
Well, obviously towards the end of year 14 I had a bit of a confiscation corner going on in my room.
Kids will love these water balloons when I take them home.
And I had to draw the line though at confiscating a chicken. I didn't think it was very funny at the time, but I've kind of got over the whole chicken gate thing, and now looking back I can see, I can see the humour in it. Well, I think as a year group you were always so honest and so brave and never scared to step up and say what you really thought, and I think that that's something that you should try and stay that way, because it's a good way to be. Always be brave, always be kind, and look after yourself. A call, I can't remember if it was the first lockdown or the second or the third, but I got a call to say that the alarm was going off in school, and I got sent some CCTV of 2 of our year group being approached in the corridor, having come out the dungeons, and the police were there to meet them, and they'd broken in to get their textbooks out their locker. Oh, yeah, which was dedication. That was really commitment to your studies.
It's really good to your studies.
So I was sitting, it was kind of 11:20, it was quite late at night, and I got a notification that somebody had submitted an assignment on Google Classroom, and what they chose to submit for their assignment was a video of them on a night out, enjoying a couple of drinks. And I don't know if they remember sending me that or not, but yeah.
Any advice before the year?
Oh, I have a list. So be honest, yes. So we have our badge, don't forget it, Industria et Probitate. So Probitate, be honest, work hard and be honest. And then try and see the good in everybody. Even if people make a mistake and they say a thing, they don't mean it in a bad way, just see the good in everybody. And do a skydive at least once in your life. You will survive it, but just make sure and do one. And also trust that God's got you in every single thing that you're doing.
Aye, folks say 2PA, it's been great getting to know you. It has been a journey, but I'm thankful I had that opportunity. You've made me laugh and cry in equal measure, and you know how much I love your late night messages. Advice for the future is be respectful as you are now, and always smile as you are now, but could we please add a little bit of being into class or being to work on time and being proud of every single piece of work that you do. I want to wish you all the best for the next stage in life's journey that you're about to embark on. I want you to have fun, enjoy it, do really well, but above all else, I want to know what you're up to, so please tell us.
Last question then, just any last words of advice for year 14 before they leave?
Oh, respect is a huge thing for me, and I would like you all to respect each other, respect your families, your colleagues. You're going on to university, a lot of you. You're going to meet new and interesting people in your lives, but respect is the big thing. But just get your motivation. I don't really care where you get it from. I just want the best for you. So please get your motivation, do the best you can, enjoy your lives and be successful. And that can be in many, many forms, okay? And I love you all, every single one of you. Mightn't like yous all at times, but I do love you. Alright, all the best. Take care. Bye.
Any advice? Take every opportunity life throws at you. Grasp at it greedily. Enjoy it. You have wonderful days ahead, exciting and happy days ahead, and just delight in them. And delight in all the things, the good things that life can bring, because there are lots of them there.
Okay, so what advice would you give to the year 14 before they leave?
Enjoy the last time that you've got in school with all your friends being together in the one place, and have fun, whatever you do.
What is the most popular food order?
I have made more filled baguettes this year by a country mile than I've ever made for any other year group. In fact, it's a running joke in the morning when I go to Lidl to buy the bread.
So next one is favourite people.
Oh, Emily Montgomery. Emily is the best encourager. You see, whenever you're sitting in your class and you know it's all going wrong and you can feel your mouth talking without your brain engaged, Emily will be looking at you going, it's okay, don't worry. Her eyes are just saying, keep going, it's fine, we've totally got you in this. Best heart, good girl.
Least favourite people?
Oh, sorry, I have a favourite boy too. Callum Lockhart. Big charmer, walks in the door every morning. Morning. All I have to say is morning. And that's the relationship. Nailed. Good boy. He's a keeper. I think I probably had a bit of a soft spot for Callum Lockhart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best boy.
So then, least favourite?
Least favourite? Oh, mischief maker. Nah, I don't have one. No?
Okay. Impressive.
Well, I can't talk about it today. There's about 50 least favourites because they all sorted off and went home without giving me their permission slip to go home from options. But we'll not talk about that.
Who did I like the least?
Yeah, who do you like the least?
Probably the person who I had the displeasure of sitting in Miss Mackay's office with, watching them lean back, bite their fingernails and flick it onto the carpet. You know who you are.
Oh, and by the way, just one other thing. Were we allowed up to the rugby pitches?
Oh no, not the rugby pitches! Mrs. Hill? What do you say? I'm not answering it. Okay, thanks, Mrs. Hill.
So, Miss Hill, did you actually find any of our pranks funny, or...?
I found most of them funny. Maybe not the fish oil, that was a bit gross, but walking into assembly and the rape alarm going off. And that the alarm going off, I mean, that was, yeah, and the power it took then to, didn't Miss Morris stamp on it in the end? Like, and you could always rely on Miss Morris to deal with those difficult issues. But yeah, so that was funny. That was all in good humour.
And how did you feel about the days of the pitches and who was allowed in the pitches and when?
Well, apart from that misunderstanding, that one day that I felt like, yeah, my head was going to explode at that point. I think just I wasn't best pleased. But other than that, like, it was good. What I loved about year 14 was that it was as normal a year for you as it could have been, and that you got to spend all that time together and have your proper leavers do. I'll always remember the barbecue and the water fight. The day the leavers, like, was just, that was such a special day. Yeah, it made me very proud. Just to see you all just having so much fun. And see Mr. Nelson get soaked, like, and he was so up for it. But yeah, no, it was a really, really good day.
How do you feel ending up with us as a year group?
So like in year 12?
Yeah.
In year 12, literally, I just was asked to look after you for a year, and I thought that's all it would be. And then COVID happened, and I really grew to love you as a year group. But then I didn't really get to know everybody in year 12. We lost a lot of people at the end of year 12 who I miss dearly. Macaulay, Owen, Luke, quite a few of them. Yeah, but then getting to know, like, the rest of you in year 13 and year 14, I just grew to love you, and then it was offered that I would keep you then for the rest of sixth form, and yeah, it made me very proud to be.
And overall, did you like us?
Loved you as a year group, honestly, just the best bunch, and people speak so highly of you, and staff love you as a year group. Yeah,
lovely.
You'll be missed.